Hi students, today we are going to discuss about the case study on configuration management, version control and system building. So configuration management details how the organization controls and tracks changes in the software. So in this case study we are going to discuss how a company uses the configuration management and system building tools to solve the development issues and then increase the productivity. Start our discussion. Pranita, you can start the introduction before.
Hello everyone, I am going to tell about organization control. In that, there is a startup company called Shop Asia. It is aimed to build an e-commerce web application to sell the products on online. For that, the project involved multiple developers working simultaneously on different modules. There are 4 types of modules in this. The one is user interface, payment system, product management, and order tracking.
Saranya, you can tell about the problem statement.
Now I am going to explain about the problem statement. Actually, during the state of software development process, the team will face many conflicts. Especially, the team may have many practical issues that affect their work and speed and quality in the software development. At first, the multiple workers may work in the same project. Each individual may have different ideas and things to implement in their project with the way of presentation. Like they were working on the same code, that is the first thing, and sometimes one person will change and override another person's code. So this is the main conflict arising in the first stage of development software. This may cause the loss of important updates and creating confusion beyond the workers. And there are some non-proper works to track their attentions. Like they can change and it can become difficult to know that who made the change and when the change was caused and what are the things to make the change, and these are the debugging technologies and affecting the software development. So the team may also face the frequent code defeating. In the frequent code conflicts, one can write their ideas and the 2 developers can have the same part of the code at the same time, and merging these 2 becomes the conflicts. So another issue is a manual error debugging and during the system building. Sometimes the building system can done manually, so small mistakes can lead to a great thing in the deployment stage. And finally, building failures due to inconsistent environment can software workers or one developer system fail in another because of difference in their ideas.
Saranya told about the problem. Now let us answer. You can tell about the solution.
Hello all, I am here to tell about the solution approach. So to overcome all these challenges, the team decided to focus on certain things like version control system and also for system building tools. So for version control system, they decided to use tools like Git for controlling the version, and also for building automation, they used Maven for automation and Jenkins for continuous integration.
As we discussed so far now, we discussed about the problem statement, what are the solution approaches. So let us now discuss about the implementation. Monica can continue.
So hello everyone, let me tell about the implementation process. So the implementation of version control is done using the Git repository. So the first Git repository is created, and after creating that, many developers can use that Git repository, and many developers will use some branches so that they can work separately. And after making any changes to the code, they should use the commit command so that all the changes are saved to the commit. And after changing all those things, before merging it to the main branch, they have to check for pull requests. So only then all the code are reviewed, and then the code is pushed into the main branch. So this is how the implementation of version control works. So moving on to the implementation of system building. First, Jenkins is integrated with the Git repository so that it will look for all the changes, commit changes, etc. And next, to compile the code, Maven is used. So this will automatically look to the errors and everything. So at last, automatic testing is done so that the system will move error-free without any errors and reliability.
Okay, now as we discussed about the problem statement, solution approaches, and also about the implementation, now let us see what about the result outcome. So now we can continue.
So hello everyone, I am going to tell about the result and outcome. So after implementing the version control and system design, the core conflict reduced and the team collaboration was improved and the system is developed so faster and the project will be completed before the deadline.
Okay, so as we discussed about the problem statement, what are the solution approaches, implementation and result. So now let us conclude our case study. What is it?
Basically, analyze the outcome of how the version control and other important systems are simultaneously integrated to our project. So by this, our project, that is our deployed project, will be faster, and also there will be a less error after implementing this version control system and all the systems. And also I want to say this, as the as we use this version control system, it will allow comparatively combined project between the users and the different teams and different teams. This will help development to be more reliable and more, what we can say, free of errors. So we should implement this version control and other systems to our projects.
Hope you got some solution for this case study.